our product today is the Toyota RAV4. Our researchers and presenters are Nin, Jordan, Sarah and myself. Why are we here? Well, we're here to convince the marketing managers of Toyota to implement our recommendations about how they can be more effective at directing consumers to their brand by showing through each step of the consumer decision-making process, aka the CDMP. So a bit about the Toyota RAV4. It's a stylish and comfortable medium-sized SUV with a sleek and modern design. It's a perfect car for family on or off-road driving. It's an all-round compact SUV with all the latest technology and safety features. So just an outline of the key points. These are all the steps in the CDMP. The first step is the need recognition. 2, information search. Step 3 will be evaluation of alternatives. Step 4, purchase decision. And step 5 is the post-purchase behavior. And then we'll be also going through the conclusion, our recommendations, and the references.
Step 1 is need recognition. Need recognition occurs when a customer faces an imbalance between actual and desired states. Needs can be triggered by internal or external stimuli. Why do consumers need this product? A want exists when a consumer has an unfulfilled need and has determined that a product can satisfy it. A customer will recognise the need for a Toyota RAV4 when they feel dissatisfaction with their current vehicle. What may trigger a consumer to purchase this product? Dissatisfaction with the performance of their current vehicle, which may include it being too expensive to run and maintain, their current vehicle is getting too old, or they're embarrassed of their current car. Change circumstances like job promotions, having a child so needing more space, or becoming newly licensed. Or they may have learned about superior features such as the stylish design, superior technology and advanced safety features. What actual problem or need is the consumer facing? The consumer's current car may not be big enough for their lifestyle, may be too expensive to maintain and run, or may not be up to date with the latest safety features. The consumer may feel the need to upgrade to a car that has newer technologies and features to better suit their lives, such as a Toyota RAV4. Our recommendation to Toyota is to advertise superior qualities to stimulate desire for new or trendy cars. Step 2 is the information search. After it has been recognised by a consumer, they will engage in an information search for products that will satisfy their need. When it comes to purchasing a car, it is not a product that is easily accessible at hand, so the consumer will need to research the various alternatives that are available. This information search will happen both internally and externally. An internal search involves the buyer recalling pre-existing knowledge or information about the brand from their memory. Consumers will refer to past experiences with the Toyota RAV4, whether they have owned one themselves or perhaps driven in a family member or friends, and use those experiences to reflect on their feelings towards the car. If the consumer has never had a personal experience with the RAV4 specifically, they can refer to previous cars they have owned and compare them to Toyota as a brand. An external search occurs when the buyer seeks information about the brand from external sources. Marketing control is output of information that the market has some control over, such as the RAV4 television advertisements, car dealerships which put the cars on display, and the Toyota website. Non-marketing control is output of information that marketers have little to no control over. This includes personal sources such as recommendations from family members or friends, personal experiences such as test driving the car, public sources which include brochures and websites such as caradvice.com, which is a website with professional reviews, car comparisons, specs, reports and more, and the Toyota website with detailed descriptions of the RAV4. Involvement. What are the risks? These are the type of risks that may be involved when purchasing the RAV4 because it is a high involvement product. Financial. Is it worth the price paid? Social. Will purchasing the Toyota result in embarrassment? Would it be considered unmanly if a male was driving a RAV4? Physical. Is the car safe? Functional. Does the engine run smoothly? Psychological. How happy does this make the consumer after purchasing the RAV4? What knowledge about the product will consumers obtain after completing the search? Advantages: exceptional features such as rain-sensing windshield wipers, touchscreen audio systems and Bluetooth connectivity. Stylish interior. Safety features. It was rated a 4 out of 5 in the predicted reliability study and a 36-month warranty. The disadvantages are the price, and medium SUVs use more petrol than sedans. Our recommendations for Toyota are to provide quick and easy access to information both online and in store. There is a potential for information overload, so make information useful but concise on the website. Provide information designed at reducing perceived risks, such as guarantees, safety ratings, and test drives.
I did step 3, evaluation of alternatives. It is defined as a group of brands for which the buyer will choose from. So after information search, when the consumer does internal and external searches, they are left with many alternatives to choose. However, buyers do not choose all brands. They only look at specific ones they prefer. For example, there's 30 plus car companies that provide medium SUVs for the family. However, they do not look at this. They only look at probably 5. So this is seen as a cutting mechanism for brands that they're not familiar with and a lack of awareness. So the way that alternatives are filtered is through this table chart here. So we have all potential alternatives, which is pretty much every single car brand that exists. Then it is split up into awareness set, which is pretty much brands that the buyer knows about. So these are popular brands you see on the street and everyone talks about, such as Toyota, BMW, and Honda. But then on this side, we have unwanted sets, unawareness sets, which is pretty much the ones that the consumer does not know about. So they're not popular, they don't see them on the streets, such as Dodge and Fiat. And then when we go to awareness set, we go down to evoked set, which these are pretty much car brands that are given consideration. So these are the ones that meet criteria lists and all those stuff. So this includes Toyota, Mazda, Honda. Then we have inherent risk, which is pretty much alternatives for backup. So pretty much it's brands that do not meet criteria, but if all evoked sets are eliminated, they go back to this one. Then we have inset risk, which are pretty much brands that are avoided but still considered, but they're not going to be bought, such as Volvo and Lexus due to the high price. Then from the evoked set information, we have specific alternative that is choose. So this is the final product, which in this case is the Toyota RAV4. Then we have alternatives considered but not purchased, so all the other ones that were not purchased. So how do we manage these alternatives? We do them through evoked set table, which helps the consumer consider and compare all major alternatives against each other through criteria. And there's 2 types of criteria that is graded. Objective, which is facts and is completely controlled by the car company themselves, such as the price. Then we have subjective, which is affected by the emotions of the customer, such as the way the car looks, which is completely subjective. So here is the table of evoked set. So I compared the Toyota RAV4 to 3 other brands, the CX-5, X-Trail, and Sportage. So as we can see, the Toyota RAV4 is not the cheapest option, but it's considered reasonable when compared to other products. But the safety is where the car excels at the most, with 7 airbags compared to all 6. Fuel consumption is seen as average, 8.5 liters compared to around 8 liters. Exterior design, that is completely subjective, but it does not have a European look, but some families might find this a good looking car. Then over here we have boot size, which is where the Toyota RAV4 excels at. With 577 liters of cargo space with the seats folded up, it beats all the other cars which have far less, and car features in this market are all mostly similar. So what do we get from that table? We get this other table here which shows the weighting of all the criterias and how important they are for people. As we can see, Toyota did not get the best rating. However, the recommendations I have in mind can change this entirely. Oh, dude, I'm not in.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
We'll just do this slide again. It doesn't really
because you know how I moved it because it was cutting off the top part?
Just push.
I wasn't in it the whole time. Do you reckon that matters?
No, you're alright. You were standing
up here. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just stand on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just do the slide again.
Yeah.
From the evoked set table, we also make this other table which has weightings of all criteria and compares them to all the other companies. So as we can see, the Toyota RAV4 does not have the best rating of 91 compared to 92.5. However, the recommendation I have in mind can change this. So Toyota can create a survey for second-hand car buyers to see which features the car lacks in the long term so that it can excel at for compared to other companies. This can be done through incentives such as money back when you do the survey. And another recommendation that can be used is Toyota can use their strong attributes, such as the large cargo space, the good internal features, and use this as an advantage during advertisement to frame other brands. An example of this is the boot space, which it excelled at compared to the Mazda CX-5. So we can advertise this to make it look like a very outstanding feature compared to other competitors.
So I'll be going through step 4 of the CDMP today, and that's the purchase decision. Now the purchase decision is actually forming your reasons and purchasing the product. How does the consumer come to this purchase decision? Well, Toyota is a trusted and reliable brand. It's well known for its practicality amongst other competitors, and it has a very loyal customer base. It has latest technologies such as lane departure warning, exceptional features such as Bluetooth, and it's a 2-in-1 family and sports car. So what factors might influence the consumer during the purchasing process? Products in place. It's displayed in car dealerships and available to customers for test drives. Its promotion has a 3-year / 100,000-kilometer warranty. The price is justified as the table shown in step 3 displays that the RAV4 advantages outweigh its disadvantages. Social, maybe reviews from families and friends, either positive or negative. And unanticipated factors will be the salesperson's approach and behaviour. It may affect the influence in the purchase decision. So, a recommendation we give is ensuring that the sales staff are well trained in engaging customers and reducing the perceived risk via reassurances.
Step 5 of the consumer decision-making process is post-purchasing behaviour. This looks at how the consumer responds to their purchase. Cognitive dissonance is an inner tension that consumers experience after recognising an inconsistency between their behaviour and their values. This often takes the form of buyer's remorse. To reduce dissonance, you must continue to reassure buyers even after they have purchased. By providing services such as a cooling off period and a warranty on the car, you can help reduce customers' dissonance and keep customers satisfied. Satisfaction relates to how closely consumers' expectations meet the product's performance. If the product meets or exceeds expectations of the consumer, they will be satisfied with the purchase. Satisfying customers can lead to brand loyalty, future purchases, positive reviews, and recommendations to friends and family. However, if the product does not meet expectations, the consumer will feel dissatisfied with the purchase. This might happen if the advertising or word-of-mouth information was not accurate and led to an inflated expectation of the product. If consumers are not satisfied, they may choose another brand for their next purchase. There are many available brands of cars, so to keep them choosing your company, customers need to be satisfied by your products. You aim to satisfy customers so they are likely to buy from you again, and so they will spread positive word of mouth to other potential consumers. You must therefore ensure your advertising is accurate, so as to avoid overinflated expectations that may lead to disappointment and dissatisfaction among customers. This is a recap of all the recommendations we have given so far. In conclusion, the Toyota RAV4 is a high involvement purchase for consumers. This means that the consumer is likely to travel through all 5 steps of the consumer decision-making process. The consumer decision-making process consists of these 5 steps: the need recognition, the information search, the evaluation of alternatives, the purchasing decision, and the post-purchase behaviour. As marketers, it is important to understand this process in order to influence our customers to purchase our product, the Toyota RAV4. Thank you for watching.